Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. This is a gym edition video. Usually after stretching, I always like to start with calisthenics, which is the first one I like to do. It's pull-ups. It gets a good stretch going. For my first set, I usually do around 9 to 10 just to get a good warm-up going, and then I'll start on a different workout. But this one, I like to keep the tension going and the positive and negative strong. And another thing about me, I always lock out. That's how we do. Now, for our next workout, it's going to be lat pull down. This has always been one of my favorite back workouts due to the fact that, I don't know, like you get to lock out all the way in the top and lock out all the way in the bottom and still feel like a full momentum and movement as you're doing it. Personally, I like to do it a lot. You guys can try it out, but it's a common thing. Like I feel like lat pull down is very common in the gym, but to me, it's top tier, man. It's top tier. So now this is another set of lat pull downs, but this version is much more controlled with positive and negative. I like to stretch all in the top and release all in the bottom. But I just want to show y'all two different ways you can do lat pull downs. I personally like this way a little bit better because I have more control and I kind of feel more connected to my muscle and mind. So you control every movement when you go up and you go down. Especially when you go down, you hold it for 1 second, squeeze, and then let it go and release at the top. Quick little back spread. I was feeling a little motivated. Look at that, man. Look at that demon back, man. I will always be my number one fan. Number one to this day. Now for the next exercise, it's going to be close grip lat pull downs. Now focus how I brought it all the way down and stay there for 2 seconds. Give it a 2 second hold and then went back up and stretched again when I held back up. I realized that I get more of a muscle to connection to my body due to the fact that I'm giving that negative and I'm giving that positive more hold. So personally, I recommend it and I see more results when I do it. And I don't know, it just feels more controlled when I do it like that. So, hey. Now, this was my second set that I was doing, which I did 10 on those. But I don't know, I was like, what's the point of showing the second set if I already showed the first set? But man, I gotta make this video a little long, so y'all gotta get to see both, alright? But second set, I did it a little bit more controlled and more slower just to get more of that stretching and that movement. I'm telling you guys, it's all about how you control the weight. It's not about how heavy the weight is. It's not about how fast you're going with the weight. It's about the control and the movement. Get the gains, man. Get the gains. Now y'all know we did pull-ups. It's only right to do some muscle-ups. One thing I always tell people, if you want to conquer muscle-ups, you have to conquer being able to do 10 pull-ups, 10 dips, 10 calisthenics movements that you're comfortable doing with it. Then you can do a muscle-up, because mentally and physically, your upper body strength has to be there. And then when I say mentally, you have to be mentally going, mentally have that hustle in your mind that you can do it. You can push yourself up there and keep going. Keep going when you're tired. Keep going when you're mentally exhausted, because at the end of the day, you still have that 1% or 5% energy left in you. So no matter what, just keep going. See what your limit are, because you won't know the limit until you actually push to that limit. You burn that tank out, guys. So keep going. For the next exercise, we'll be doing biceps. When it comes down to bicep, I still focus on the control and the momentum. And what I mean by the control, guys, all it is really just controlling the negative and positive and really controlling pretty much the up and downs. So as I bring it down, I flex to my triceps, and I bring it down, I hold it for a bit, and then flex with my biceps. And I do that for each repetition that I do, and just focus on controlling the weight. You could do a 40, you could do an 80, 100. It's just based on how you're doing it and how control you can do it. Like I could have easily done an 80, but I just wanted to reach just focusing on the control, not the weight. But I could post another video of me doing that as well too. I would not be myself if I did not do a little quick back check pump. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Bang. Now, I know we've been showing all upper body workouts, but me personally, I like to do full body as well too into my days, which right here I'm about to be doing goblin squats mixed with a shoulder exercise. So let me show y'all how I do it. Now, usually I would have music playing in the background, but each time I upload a video, for some reason my audio just keep getting copyrighted. So I don't know. Like, I need to learn how to, find the right track, find the right music to put a music in the background. But for now, guys, unfortunately, I just won't have music on my background. So it's either you'll hear me talking, or I don't know. Like, I just need to find a way to find a music that won't get copyrighted. And the thing is, at least let me know, like, if it's gonna get copyrighted or not, or like show me some music that I can put on my videos. But no, it just like lets me upload it without no sound, or it doesn't give me no recommendation of which music I can, whatever. But unfortunately, guys, no music, so you can just like, I don't know, just watch it with music in your head, right? Now, right after the goblin squats with shoulders, I pick up another weight and do only goblin squats just to focus more on my legs and focus more on my mobility. Now, Goblin squats actually a very, very good quad workout you can put into your leg days, guys. It focus heavy on the quads when you go down with the momentum and you go up and you stretch your quads. Plus, if you're looking for like a mass exercise that will build your quads a little bit more and give it more like a width, I recommend doing heavy goblin squats. Right now, I believe I was doing 25 weights with it, but you could either do 80, 100 dumbbells. It just depends on your mobility and how strong you are when it comes to those. Another exercise that's very similar to it is hack squats. Hack squats is similar to it. Then after that, I'll drop the weight and focus only on my body weight. Body weight exercises are always beneficial in the long run for yourself. It just produces more muscle mind connection to your body, okay? So don't sleep on just doing body weight exercises. Sometimes you don't even need weight to grow your calves, grow your quads, or grow your legs. Now, because I hit bicep, I also wanted to input my tricep as well. And to be honest, I never regret hitting triceps. Tricep just feels so superior, and it fills your whole arm out, so why not? And it still goes with the same movement I was speaking of earlier when I talk about positive and negative. You still want to hold it down and go back up slowly as you can. It just focus that contraction to your muscle, to your mind. So positive and negative is the best thing you could always do when it comes to your workouts, okay? Now, there's so many ways you could do shoulder shrugs, but for some reason that day I decided to do it with a plate. And to be honest, I don't regret it, but I know I could have done it with a easy curl, or even with the same thing I was doing with my triceps, but the reverse version of it. But either way, it was amazing. It still felt good.